Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over a special video on which packs are the best to buy in Resident Evil survival units. And when I mean buy, I do mean with your actual in real life money. So this video is more for light spenders or whales. Free-to-play players are probably not going to like this video too much, but if you guys end up spending any kind of money in the game, this guide will help you determine which packs are the best. So before we begin, if you guys can hit that like button, subscribe, and hit those post notifications for future videos and guides on Resident Evil survival units. Now with that out of the way, let us begin. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the accumulated recharge gift. This thing right here will help you get even more rewards just by buying things in the game. As you can see, it's like a little milestone thing where you can get Ada shards and lots of valuable stuff in here too. So as you can see, it says reach 5,000 points. Now every dollar you spend is about 500 points. So this would be, if you were to spend $10, you unlock Ada and all these little goodies. Getting up to 25, you get this tactical frame, as well as more shards for Ada and these special flare guns, as well as these legendary hero field skill books. So those are really good. You're definitely going to want those. You spend 40 bucks. Now this is where it's very important because you get this right here. Her Broom HC fragment. Now this is enough to get her weapon, and those legendary weapons are important for your legendary heroes. So make sure to get that. Let's see, and then we go on to her. If you spend $60 to get more files of her, as well as more of the explorer skill books, which is very good. And then you also get legendary weapons. These are great for your heroes and leveling up their power. And then last but not least, we have the spend 100, and that'll get you 30 of her files, as well as 10 of these universal hero files. Again, this is just by spending, so the more you spend, the more you gain. Alrighty, now let's start off with our supply center. Now this is our basic shop. I would say these comprehensive pick and choose packages, they're not so important. They give you little things, so this is something I would skip over. Let us go to our construction slot expansion. Now this is iffy. This is if you want or not. This will definitely help you in the beginning of the game, as it will give you that extra construction slot, but you can also spend your diamonds on them as well, so you don't have to get this. As well as the March slot expansion, you don't really have to get this unless you're getting it in the beginning of the game. Right now I don't even have it, but I have 4 rallies available to myself, and there's only 17 characters in the game, so you can only have 4 rallies. So again, if you don't really need this one unless you are trying to get ahead in the beginning of the game. Now on to our booster hero package. This one is alright. You also get 10 of these universal files, so that alone is already worth it, but you also get some of these lucky crate for your gears. Those are very good. Sometimes you don't get the best stuff, but just for these alone right here, I would say it's worth it. Now to our exclusive gear support. Now this is very worth it because of these right here. The Gen 1 Hero Exclusive Weapon Fragment Selection Crate. Now this is important. This is for your legendary heroes. This is to level them up. More specifically, their weapons. So the first one for $5 gives you 5 of them. All you need is 5 just to unlock the weapon itself. So I do recommend this. This would go all the way up to $10 after you buy this one, and you get 10 shards. And I think the next one is $20 for 15. So definitely get the first 2 packs. I do recommend it if you want to level up your hero's legendary gear. Now on to our defense strategy support. This one is not too good. Unless you're doing a lot of PvP and a lot of moving around, I don't recommend this. Especially for myself, we are doing some fighting, but you don't need this if you're moving around a lot. And then we have the daily benefits. Right now it's only Carlos, so that I think it's still worth it anyway. This is the way I got Carlos. I bought the $5 pack on the top, and that was enough for me to unlock Carlos, and I used those universal files to get him started up for myself. So this is good just to unlock Carlos. On the regular resupply, I would say no, you don't really need these. They're not really useful. They give you all of these gems, of course, but I would not say they're worth it. Now on to the package store. The Claire growth package, I do recommend getting that. I have gotten it myself, but you know, just getting ahead with your Claire Redfield files is great, as well as the power boost package. You get 10 of these special flare guns. So if you want to spend $5 on that, you only get 1 per account. So I would just say, just get those 2 to get them out of the way, and you should be all right. Now for the survivor token package, I do recommend getting that, because you want some of these. If you go into the survivor store, if you have 2,500 of those, you'll also can buy the exclusive gear for your legendary heroes, for the legendary weapons. So I do recommend doing that. Hero XP package, you don't really need that. You get XP all the time. Base construction package, you don't really need that one. Hero gear supply package, you don't need that one too much. Squad training package, no. Research speed up support package, no, not really. Now the hero skill book package, this one right here is very good. $5 for both explorer skill and field skill books. You get 30 of them each. That is very good. You can level up your legendary hero skills really good with that one with only $5. That's fantastic. Then we have the rare earth package. You get a lot of those with exploration mode, and then resource supply package. Now that one you don't need too much either. If you're around mansion level 20, you should already know by now that you have way more resources to deal with, so you don't need any of those. Now last but not least, sorry, in our supply sensor is the mansion expansion fund. Now this one I say is completely worth it. Not only do you get 10,000 gems just by buying it, but look at all these gems down here, going from 1,000 all the way up to 70,000 gems. That is an insane amount of gems. You also get a ton of these universal hero files. They are fantastic. Now some of these things like the polish or the rough jewels, I have no idea what they do so far, but I know later on in the game they will be useful. So it's just good to hang on to those. And then you also get a ton of these flares. So yeah, this one right here I definitely recommend. Now we're going to go to our special offer shop. If you guys don't know where that is at, that's going to be right next to your calendar. It's going to look like that chest. Click on that and you'll see the special offer shop. Now some of these, again, are not as good as others. The weekly missions, this one is alright, doesn't really give you too much. Just hero gear, stuff you can earn in game. You don't need to get those right now. As well as the monthly benefits. You could get that if you want. It's $5, but it's something I still don't recommend. Survival prep for $10. You can choose. I think it's between weapons and Carlos shards. I picked the Carlos files, so they give you quite a bit of stuff. Obviously, they give you these Carlos files as well as tons of gems, flares, these action points. They just give you a whole bunch of stuff. Look at even skill books. So yeah, I definitely recommend this one for sure. Let's go into Hero's Path. This is pretty much like a 2.0 of the survival prep. So it's basically all the same things, but just a little more. You get some of these epic hero skill books, so that'll help toward your epic heroes. Now the hero rally, I definitely recommend getting. It's only $5, but if you have not unlocked either Tyrell, Tyrone, or Alyssa, you definitely get these just by logging into the game. You get them all for free, and you get plenty of shards with them. But if you, again, buy the pack, you get even more. So in the first 3 days, you would get Tyrell for free, and then 50 shards. Same thing with Tyrone and Alyssa, and it just keeps going up and up. So you can see you can start starting up these characters like right away as soon as you log in, 21 days in. Especially Tyrell and Tyrone, they are very good with their skills, with the research speed and the hospital speed. They are great. And then we have our login gift. Again, this is very good. It's only $1, and you get 2 of these shards, one on the first day and the last day, and then on the 4th day you get skill books, 5 of each for your legendary characters, only for $1. I think that is amazing. And then of course you see on the bottom, this is where you could see your accumulated recharge gift progress. So yeah. Alright, and last but not least, we have our VIP. Now they come with packs for certain characters, both for Jill and Leon. I am at VIP 4, but I do recommend buying the first 3 VIPs at least. So the first one is going to be $5, the second one is $10, and the third one is $20. Altogether, I think I have my Jill almost 4 stars. If you keep investing, obviously, you'll see that you'll get a lot more of these shard packs. Again, I have no idea how much they are at this moment, but if you start off with just the first 3, your Jill will be doing very good. Then sometimes you'll also get these lucky treasure packs, or it's just like a limited thing that they are trying to sell. I cannot recommend this pack just yet. I know that the treasures are important, but I have no idea what they do at this moment. So maybe in a future video when I can make these treasures, I could recommend you guys to buy this pack. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the events where I think the packs are valuable at. So the spin your luck event, even though it's not open, the packs in there I believe are very worth it, as you can get plenty of Carlos shards from that event. you buy these little coins, and all it does is spin the wheel, and Carlos files are on them. And as soon as they go on there, on the Carlos files, you get them, obviously. But you also have a milestone on there. I think if you spend 100 of the coins to spin the wheel, you get plenty of Carlos files. So I do recommend doing that, as well as the ADA files in the exclusive exchange event. It just ended for me, but I did buy the $10 pack. I was able to get Ada this high up, as well as getting her shards from the recharge. So yeah, getting her leveled up is going to be kind of hard, but if you're willing to put the money in, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Alright, so what do you guys think? Are these packs worth it? Are they giving you your bang for your buck? Or are they trash? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys have any other videos you'd like for me to make, please let me know in the comments as well. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.